Hello, thanks so much for being here with me, Tiger Lilith Tarot. This is going to be a new moon reading for Leo placements. Welcome, welcome, Leos. Anyone else watching? Glad you made it here. Glad you found yourself to this video. We are going to be taking a look at the lessons that came in for the month of January, what new energies are coming in the month of February, and some advice. So first, I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 oracle cards. Okay, so lesson for January expression comes out. So something about expressing yourself, learning how to express yourself, expressing self-expression perhaps. I'm noticing there's a veil like over her mouth and butterflies coming out of her head. Maybe it felt like you weren't able to speak, but your thoughts were, you had to like, I don't know, transform your thoughts somehow and express yourself differently. Your energy card, new energies coming in for the month of February. We have nature, so feeling reconnected to nature, perhaps. And then your advice card is freedom. So we will see what that all means here. We'll pull some advice, or pull some cards from the tarot here. I love this freedom card. That card is really beautiful, and I feel like this freedom and the expression card are linked. Let's see here. What were the lessons for Leo for the month of January? Lessons for Leo for the month of January. Okay, so with the 10 of Cups, something about your like emotional fulfillment, happiness. This could have had to do with, okay, yeah, I was going to say friends and family. So 10 of Cups, and then we have the 5 of Swords. So I feel like your emotional, okay. I feel like your emotional fulfillment, or what you, again, like this 10 of Cups energy then goes to the 5 of Swords. So what was emotionally fulfilling, what did bring you joy, brought conflict instead. Like the 5 of Swords brought like lots of fighting, going back and forth, trying to, the 5 of Swords can be winning at all costs. So to me, what that can be is, some underhanded behavior being used. And then with the 4 of Wands coming out at the end, I really do get the feeling this happened around your home, your home and hearth. 4 of Wands is where we rest our head. So this could have to do with your family or where you live. But either way, I feel like this energy caused you to reassess like what you consider your home and hearth. What do you consider security? Or the lesson was that your concept of security, the 4 of Wands, what brings you that feeling of spontaneity, but also trust and home. I feel like that's changed. Like you learned a lesson about your own happiness and joy in the month of January. Okay. And then for the energies coming in for February, we have the Hierophant, the 9 of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. So the Hierophant, something about your beliefs. This could also have to do, if this energy, the lesson, if this had to do with your home, if it had to do with the relationship or something. The Hierophant is a card of marriage. The Hierophant, the 9 of Swords, maybe a relationship is ending because of this energy, the lessons that you learned. or the Hierophant. It's just something about your spiritual beliefs, the way you conduct yourself in the world, what you hold to be true to yourself is changing, or not changing, but is being cemented. But then there's anxiety, Nine of Swords. Something about this makes you feel really mentally anxious. It leaves you feeling like your mind is running on a hamster wheel. But then ultimately we have the Ace of Pentacles, but new offers come in. So I feel like this, I mean, the nines, right? This Nine of Swords energy is temporary, but it is in the heart of the reading. So there is a lot of mental anxiety, I feel, for the month of February, and feeling not supported. It's all in your head, though, but I know saying that doesn't make it any easier. But there's offers come in, the Ace of Pentacles, something brand new is being offered to you. It could have to do with your home environment, with the Ace of Pentacles, or it could have to be with your work. Your advice cards, we have the Eight of Cups, the Four of Cups, and Judgment. I feel like your advice cards are to walk away from situations that no longer serve you anymore, but don't be apathetic about the situations in your life that do serve you. Because we have the Four of Cups here, which can be kind of pulling away, feeling bored, feeling like what you manifested isn't good enough. It's honest. It's a card that shows to me that to exercise gratitude. That gratitude is needed. So advice, exercise gratitude for the month of February. Don't get bored with what you have manifested. And then the Judgment card. So I feel like the advice is like to let yourself experience an awakening, these people are being called out of these coffins, out of these tombs by this angel that seems to be coming down from the heavens and blowing a trumpet, right? I feel like your advice is to follow that, like be these people, follow a calling, just use your judgment, obviously, but there's something that you're going to be called to. And I think the advice is to follow that and not get apathetic about what you have, manifested. We have the Fool at the bottom of the deck here. So wanting to take a leap of faith, I feel like you want to do something brand new. You want to do something that requires your blind faith. All right, let's see here with the Ten of Cups. What do we have for the Ten of Cups, Spirit, for lessons for Leo from January? Wow, okay, here's the Nine of Swords again. So the Ten of Cups is clarified by the Nine of Swords. So Leo, something about January, you realized that it's like you had the Ten of Cups, but it brought you nothing but anxiety. Like, I feel like this was a lesson to learn that what once made you happy doesn't anymore. Now it just brings anxiety. It leaves you feeling like you're clawing at the walls, like you need to escape. It was like you needed to escape your own happiness. Okay. Well, let's see here. Five of Swords. Okay, Five of Swords. We got the Tower and the Eight of Cups. Clarifying the Five of Swords. So, yeah, this argumentative, competitive energy led to a tower moment. It led to things coming crashing down and you walking away. This is also in your advice. The Eight of Cups is your advice, one of your advice cards as well. Feel like you're going to have to exercise this lesson of walking away from this Five of Swords energy, from this resentful energy that's going to leave someone feeling resentful, is what this is. You had to walk away from it. You learned this lesson because you learned something shocking. Shocking revelations were brought to light, and you learned that you had to walk away from this energy. But you're going to have to, exercise that lesson this month because it's also your advice. So I feel like you're still tempted to go back to this Five of Swords energy here. Okay, with the Four of Wands, yeah, I'm going to pull again. Those ones kind of just fell out there. Okay. Four of Wands, please. Okay, with the Four of Wands, we have the Hermit. Yeah. So you learned that this Five of Swords energy, right, that brought things crashing down, causing you to learn what to walk away from. It made you do some really deep soul searching about what brings you comfort and joy in your home. The Four of Wands. I consider the Four of Wands to be one of the, it's kind of one of the happiest cards in the deck to me. It's that union, it's a celebration. They're supposed to represent the maypole sometimes. It's celebrating accomplishments too, because it takes it takes hard work to get to the Four of Wands. That's why you're able to celebrate it, and people can see that it took hard work, because having what the Four of Wands brings you, the material success, that home, that heart, that stability, it doesn't come overnight. And so it's like you've done some very deep soul searching with the Hermit here about what is that for you, because it's changed with the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Swords. It is definitely not what it used to be. The Hierophant is clarified by Judgment. We have a lot of repeat cards coming out here. I feel like there's energy that's moving in cycles here. You might be stuck in a cycle here, Leo. The Hierophant is clarified by Judgment, so energy is coming in for the month of February. Your whole belief system is being elevated to a new level. You're realizing something. You're coming to a very large spiritual realization. The Judgment is a spiritual realization, something that once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. Hierophant is like the foundation of those spiritual beliefs. So the foundation of your spiritual beliefs, I feel, is being elevated. You're having an awakening that just further, but it further cements your spiritual beliefs. Not only do they ascend, but they also become you become more sure of them. All right, let's see. The Nine of Swords with the Ace of Cups. So loving offers, loving energy causes you anxiety and to feel alone. I'm going to say this is a little odd energy, Leo. 10 of Cups with the 9 of Swords. Ace of Cups with the 9 of Swords. There's something about the beginning of love and the end of love that causes you anxiety. The inception of like emotion and love, and then the very end of it, the completion of it, the happiness, the getting to experience the joy that you have, the journey you went through, right? From the Ace to the 10. These things bring you anxiety. I don't know what that's about. You don't feel that you deserve the love. I'm not sure why else it would bring you anxiety. But there's something here about loving offers causing you to feel anxious and unsupported and in your head. I feel like this is past pains, Leo, that maybe you need to heal, because it's not making sense. Which leads me to believe that there's something that needs to be healed. Because this is, joy, creativity, new relationships. It's at the heart of the reading, but it's right there with the 9 of Swords. It's right there with this with pain. Okay. Let's see. Not gonna take that, just fell right out. But yeah, I mean, 2 aces here. Aces are great in a reading. 2 aces, very, very good. But this nine of swords with the Ace of Cups, it's like you need to get out of your head and just realize that you deserve love and happiness and joy and creativity, that you're creative, that you're worth it. You know, that you're that you're worthy of having creative inspiration. You're worthy of having joy just being brought into your life. You don't always have to work for it. The Ace of Pentacles clarified by the King of Pentacles. Something is happening this month that is going to make you bring your finances, your home, something about your material world gets really stable. And people see this. King of Pentacles, he is not afraid to show off what he's earned. I don't think you're showing it off with the Ace of Pentacles here. It feels like it's brand new. But the Ace of Pentacles comes because we've planted seeds before, right? It doesn't just come out of nowhere. It's from hard work in the past. So it almost feels like maybe people see in February, like it almost seems, okay, it appears to other people around you, if you're on social media, friends and family, maybe they've just seen, maybe it hasn't looked like you've been doing a lot of work, but you have been, because it looks like you go from, oh, you just started doing something new to, this is a brand new offer and it's just in its inception and who knows where it's going to go, to, no, you're the boss. You're the King of Pentacles. Again, this is being recognized for that as well. The kings are aware and are concerned with their social status. People see you as the King of Pentacles. You're seen as very financially stable in the month of February, which leads me to believe that something in your businesses, your home, finances, something just comes together in a big way in February, and it appears as if you boss up overnight. But Leo, you know the truth. It didn't happen overnight. You worked very hard for it, but people are going to be noticing this a lot. The 8 of Cups is clarified by the Magician. So for your lessons, or advice cards, pardon me, we have freedom. You're going to feel, so go towards what makes you free in the month of February. I feel like first and foremost, the advice. Go towards what brings you peace too. Feel like this, it's like a dove of peace here, freedom. There's something very tranquil. It's like look to peace for freedom maybe as well. So the 8 of Cups advice, 8 of Cups, walking away with the Magician. Yeah, walking away from situations that don't serve you, going on your spiritual journey, taking that trip, because you can create your happiness. But you need to realize that you're worthy of it. Okay, let's see what this 4 of Cups here is here for your advice. Something about feeling bored, or maybe feeling so overwhelmed by emotion that you have to pull away, go into nature. Okay, 4 of Cups with the 5 of Wands. Your advice. I feel like what this is saying, Leo, is that pulling back your emotions, not being grateful, just sitting in apathy kind of and being bored about what you've manifested is going to cause some conflicting energy to come into play. Or maybe you get so bored that you finally decide, 5 of Wands, you finally decide to take an adventure, you finally decide to do something. Finally decide to just shake something up. To cause some friction, cause some movement. Because the 8 of Cups, 4 of Cups, these are very stagnant kind of energy. The Eight of Cups is walking away, but I don't know. It just, maybe something needs to be shaken up, or maybe what happens again is that when you pull away emotionally, it causes conflict. I think there's something here with needing to, something with your emotions. You're not feeling emotionally worthy. You're like, yeah, you're not giving your emotions enough due. You're not healing from past pains, and so they keep coming back and plaguing you. Yeah, Judgment is clarified by the Lovers for your advice. So I said this Judgment card, it feels like you're being called to something greater than yourself. It's like you're being called to unite energies. The Lovers, coming together in unity, intimacy. This is relationships. It's walking the same path. It can be a crossroads card of walking the same path, aligning yourself with people that are walking the same path that you are. Something about this awakening that happens, your advice here is to follow the call and the awakening, because it is going to lead you down the path that others, that you align with these people. This is the right path. You feel, it's like you might feel intimacy with one person, to whatever this Judgment is. I'm led to believe it's multiple people. There's lots of people coming out of the tomb, but it doesn't have to be. It can just be one relationship with the Lovers coming out. But you're walking the same path as other people, and it feels good, and it makes you feel free. I think your advice here is freedom, to search, go after what makes you feel free. Yeah, the Fool and the Page of Wands. These are really similar energies here. Right? They're both, I get wanderlust off of these cards. It's like, let yourself dream a little bit, Leo. Let yourself feel worthy of creating, of dreaming, of exploring, of being happy, of being emotionally fulfilled. There's something about being emotionally fulfilled that looks like it's scaring you, keeping you up at night with fear. But aside from that, this looks really beautiful. There's a lot of ascension happening. You're really stepping into a power. People are noticing it and taking note of you, I think, this month as well. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Leo. Really appreciate it. I hope this helped. I hope it resonated. Like and subscribe if it did. Talk to me in the comments. Otherwise, have a great month. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.